Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is our beer and gun review channel. And what else? Dirt bikes, maybe, hopefully in the future.
All guy stuff.
Yep, all guy stuff. And this video today, we're doing a view on my personal shotgun. This is mine. This is a CZ Redhead, or to Americans, it's called the CZ-USA Redhead.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my personal shotgun. This is my field/casual sporting clay gun.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be doing a viewing. So we're going to be talking about what we see, the feelings, the touch, quality-wise, things like that. So this is going to be an in-depth kind of review on the gun itself.
Yeah. All right.
So what gauge is this gun, Jake?
It's a 20 gauge.
20 gauge.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I bought this gun maybe a year and a half ago now. The very first year that I got it, I put maybe 1,000 rounds, maybe less than that, maybe 600 rounds through it. The novelty's worn off a little bit, so I don't shoot it as much. I do maybe 4 times in a year now. And I took it grouse hunting last season. I'll throw in some pictures of that grouse hunting. It was the first grouse hunt I ever took the shotgun on. We got a lot of grouse that year. Like, it was pretty good.
Let's talk about the barrels first.
All right.
So 20 gauge barrels, and they're not blued, which I can clearly see. Maybe on the video you can't, but they're not.
No.
What's the finish called? What is this?
They call it a black chrome.
Black chrome.
Some people pointed out that it's actually maybe even painted, or like a baked on paint, rather than a black chrome. But that's what they call it, a black chrome, so that's how I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
A black chrome.
It's pretty shiny,
and it's
but
very durable too.
It's durable, yeah. That's what I've heard. It's robust.
Yeah, like if this is a field gun, I've dropped it a few times out in the woods, and there's marks and dings on my stock here, but nothing on the barrels.
Yeah. So we have a front bead sight.
Yeah. But
we do not have a rear bead sight.
No. But
when we look closely on this top rib here, it's slightly trenched, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe technically it's called something else, but it's good. It points nice. I shot it a couple times, and it's not impaired or anything for not having a rear bead.
Yeah, this gun points naturally. Anyone who picks it up, they say it points naturally. It's like this is a magnet, and the only thing it's attracted to is sporting clays and grouse, or upland game birds, whatever you're hunting.
Yeah, it shoulders really nicely.
Yeah,
and in part, the reason for that is we have a frame-specific gun to the gauge.
Yeah.
So since this is a 20 gauge, we have a
20 gauge frame.
Exactly.
And not a 28 gauge frame or a 12 gauge frame, something like that.
They're not just switching the barrels. Yeah. You're getting different sizes of the action and everything, which is nice.
Yeah. When you're getting into the cheap over-under shotgun category, that's when they take a 12 gauge frame. And if they want a 28 gauge model, they put 28 gauge barrels on a 12 gauge frame. And another thing to point out too is this has got a trap style recoil pad. The very top of it is plastic, so that it doesn't catch your clothing or it just glides over it. And then the rest is actually rubber.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk about the center of the gun here, the action. So what do we have? Do we have ejectors or extractors?
We have ejectors. Yeah. You can buy the CZ canvas back. It's basically the same gun. It's a little cheaper, and it has extractors. So if you're not an ejector fan, then you can buy the canvas back, and it's got extractors instead. And another thing that's different is that I'm not sure if this is also black chrome on the canvas back. On the canvas back, the receiver might also be black chrome.
Yeah, go ahead, Jake.
On this one, it's a nickel or a coin satin finish, something like that.
Something along those lines.
Yeah. And it's hand engraved. Like, you can even tell, like, you can see where they've gone past the point that they shouldn't have. And even the screws are engraved to go with the engravings. And a nice thing about this is it's not overdone. It's very lightly engraved.
It's tasteful.
It's very tastefully engraved. Yeah.
No crap just to fill up the receiver.
Yeah. And then on the top of the gun here we've got some kind of Turkish or Polish eagle. I would say it's Turkish just because the gun's made in Turkey.
That's right.
Yeah. And if you notice, the top lever here is off to the right. That's a good thing. When it's off to the right like that, over time as you use it, it makes its way to the center. It wears out and breaks its way into the center. If you buy an over-under shotgun and it's already centered, it's brand new and comes that way, over time it's going to wear out and make its way off further off to the left, and it's going to get very sloppy and wobbly, and it's going to be terrible. Usually you find that on Stogers. They usually come with it already centered.
Alright, let's talk about the safety here. So we got a push forward, pull back style safety here.
Yeah, a tang safety.
Tang safety, there we go.
Yeah.
And I see there's a little button on here. That's a selector.
Yeah.
For which barrel fires first. Tell us more about that.
Okay, if you have the selector to the right, then it will fire the bottom barrel first. If you have the selector over to the left, it will fire the top barrel first instead. It's a single trigger, so you just pull the trigger a second time, it'll fire the next barrel. In the owner's manual, it says it's supposed to be marked O for over and U for under, but for some reason on my model, or my particular shotgun, it's not marked at all. It's not a big deal, you just shoot it once and then you figure out where it is. But right is the bottom. I normally always fire bottom barrel first. I usually never fire top barrel first. When you buy a dedicated trap gun, it always fires bottom barrel first, and you can't change that. Yeah, it will always fire bottom barrel first.
Yeah, and we've seen examples of that.
Yeah.
This is nice because we have interchangeable chokes.
Yeah.
How many chokes do you get with this gun?
5.
5 chokes? 5 chewing.
5 chokes.
Yeah.
And 5 years of warranty.
Can you go wrong?
Yeah. There's a warranty center right here in Canada, so you just send it to them, not to Czech Republic.
There you go. When we look at the wood, the grains, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice mineral grain here. Like I must have got lucky with mine. I've heard some people say that the wood's not very fancy, but I've got lots of nice mineral grain in here, and it makes the wood make it look like it's wavy, but it's not. It's like it's fine. But the mineral grain makes the wood look kind of wavy and neat. I must have just got lucky with mine.
Yeah, we have some nice checker in here too. It's not overdone either.
Yeah, it's hand engraved, or hand done as well.
Checkered, yeah. Very nice.
Yep. Even the trigger guard is engraved, and down here is engraved. The Redhead Deluxe is engraved in here.
Alright, since we have it off the stand, let's just shoulder it. Yeah, with the 20 gauge, it's got the smaller frame. It just goes to the shoulder really naturally, and it's very, very easy.
Yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, it's just a great gun. I love it. I'm glad I bought it. Other than the rounded knob, kind of pistol grip, I kind of don't like the rounded knob, but I can get around that.
Yeah.
It's
just you can't win everything.
Yeah, can't win everything.
That's a small nitpicking kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about price point. Are we around $1,000?
We're around $1,000.
Okay.
Anywhere from $900 to $1,100. The smaller the gauge you go, the more expensive it gets, which is kind of strange because it's less metal. But then again, they produce way more 12 gauge shotguns than they do 410s.
Yeah, the 12 and 20s are the most popular, and then
28 and 410.
For me, straight up, I don't know why you'd buy a 28 gauge, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. All right.
Good. Well, thanks for watching, and that's been a viewing of this gun, and Jake will probably put some pictures up of some action, and
and later on we'll do a shooting video of it, and great. Thanks for watching, guys.
See ya.